You ever have one of those days at work, guys, where
It's a Monday
for you? Welcome to DC. I don't know if it's because cold and everything's frozen, but I promise you, we did a big story that we were very excited to show you. Hopefully, we'll get it back for you in the later shows.
The equipment's from Florida. It's not used to those freezing temps up there in DC. So, you know, the equipment is not participating with the cold weather. All right, Matt, we'll get back to you and hopefully get back to that story here shortly. But stay warm. You're doing a great job out there. All right, today's inauguration was moved inside because of the winter weather in our nation's capital, and some of that is even being felt in parts of Florida.
Yeah, it's chilly. It's been chilly throughout the day. We have team coverage on what's to come as well with meteorologist Julie Brotnick and Perry Kokinas. Let's start with Julie breaking it all down for us.
Yeah, and that cold weather in D.C., it's all part of the same system that's going to potentially bring wintry weather to North Florida as we head through the next day or so. So as we move through the rest of our evening, we'll keep it dry this evening, but overnight, do expect some showers to begin moving in, especially across our southern counties. Then for your Tuesday, we are looking at cold, windy, and rainy conditions with rain chances going up to 90% for a lot of us tomorrow. And then we'll keep it wet for the first part of our day on Wednesday. And we do have some winter storm warnings in place across parts of North Florida. So these go into effect tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening, and will be up until 1 o'clock on Wednesday because they are looking at that potential of some snow accumulating in North Florida. Here's what we're looking at right now. Not a bad start to our week. This is our Daytona Beach sky cam where we are seeing some blue sky out there. But look at the temperatures. Right now it is 45 degrees. Feeling like 38 because of those winds coming in out of the north at 16 miles per hour. A lot of us are in the 40s right now, including DeLand, where you're at 49, 44 in Palm Coast. You're seeing it 49 in Claremont and 53 in Kissimmee. Now let's have our meteorologist Samara Kokinas and talk more about that system that's bringing the wintry weather to North Florida.
That's right, Julie. And as we take a look at this setup, the bigger picture really kind of gives you an idea of exactly what's going to happen. As area low pressure is going to continue to develop across deep South Texas. Now, this system is a very far south system, and so it's not a typical track that we see happen, and that's the reason why we're looking at this potentially being a historic winter event for the deep south. So as we're looking at this system, you'll notice that there's a lot of green here on the map. This is upper level moisture riding over a lot of that cold air, and what's going to happen is that's going to allow for a little bit of sleet as well as some snow to develop. Now, this system is actually going to progress toward the east and stay on the southerly path. So the thing is closer to this warm front ahead of it, basically what we're going to see is kind of sleet and ice develop, and then a little bit farther away from the actual system itself, it's more likely we're going to remain snow. So in between that, notice that along the coastline, that's where we could see some sleet mixing in with some snow, but I do believe we're also going to see the potential for maybe some historic snowfall records. I'll be back to break all that down coming up in just a few minutes. Guys, back to you.
All right, thank you, Samara. New developments tonight in the search for a new president at Bethune-Cookman University. On Friday, we showed you students protesting in meetings and on campus after the chair of the Board of Trustees was voted out.
The chair previously voted to give the interim president the permanent job, something many students supported. Now, attention turns to what will happen next for the board, the presidential role, and for the students. News 6's Molly Reed continues our coverage of the controversy tonight.
Until with the recent changes, the Board of Trustees could choose to start a new search committee for president, or they could keep the current committee and search going. Keep in mind, there has not been a permanent president here at Bethune-Cookman since 2021. Our campus is a little bit quieter today because classes are out due to MLK Day, but the students, they're still active in this fight.
We've had 3 protests in the past 3 years, and it's too much. We shouldn't have to be fighting this hard. We should have people in place who are here to benefit us.
Just 2 years ago, students protested for dorm improvements after former NFL star Ed Reed called out the living conditions while in negotiations for the school's head coach position. Now, students like Segal Buchanan are fighting again, this time for several Board of Trustees members to resign.
We're going to do whatever we have to do, whether it's disrupting university business, going to Tallahassee, reaching out to shareholders.
The students are upset with the trustees who voted against giving interim President William Berry the permanent role, despite being the lone suggestion by a search committee. On Friday, the board's chairman, Belvin Perry, was ousted. He stood with the students in wanting to give Barry the job. Now these students want the trustees who voted against Barry to resign.
The students love him. We wouldn't be rallying behind him the way we do if we didn't believe in the potential that he had. Enrollment has increased, and the overall functionality, I believe, of the university has increased.
Buchanan is a junior at Bethune-Cookman, is on student government, and is a White House HBCU scholar. She is working with other HBCU members now and hopes to get national support.
This is something that all HBCUs face, a struggle with administration, just overall the progressiveness of our university, and that shouldn't be the case.
Now, I did reach out to several contacts from the university and the board today to ask them what those next steps will be for choosing a new president and what will happen to the search committee, but I'm told all of that is still unclear at this point. In Daytona Beach, Volusia County, and Molly Reed getting results, News 6.
Well, so much happens on our space coast, including launching astronauts and the occasional billionaire into space. But a company meant to make it a little easier to bring people to space is in deep trouble. What this means for those who bought tickets to the final frontier. Next at 5.
Sponsored by Launch Credit Union. Go beyond.
I was hit by a big truck, and attorney Dan Newland got me $1.2 million. Good morning.
What happened?
Gold Rush Multiplier scratch-offs are here with massive prizes and even more ways to have fun.
Don't worry, I'm fine.
The Florida Lottery. It's good fun.
Florida voters, President Donald J. Trump has an urgent message. President Trump needs Randy Fine in Congress. Fine and Trump will drive prices down and end the border crisis once and for all. And you can count on Randy Fine to tackle our high insurance rates head on. Florida approved, Trump endorsed. Stand with Trump. Vote Randy Fine for Congress. Defend American Jobs is responsible for the content of this ad.
You're way shorter than I thought you'd be. There's a shirtless selfie of me by the dumbbells. Here I am. I do air drumming. I'm a competitive air drummer.
Oh, wow.
By the way, I forgot my wallet at home, so sugar mama.
Will you excuse me?
The new Hyundai Tucson with advanced tech and safety features. There's joy in every journey. Lease a Tucson for $249 a month, or get 1.99% APR, or $12.50 bonus cash. See your Central Florida Hyundai dealer. At California Closets, we believe every space deserves a custom solution.
We had the most wonderful experience. Our designer listened to our vision and respected our budget.
That's what we call practical magic. Request a free design consultation.
Hi, I'm Shelly with Florida Window and Door. Start your new year with a fresh view. For a limited time, we're offering 50% off all Impact windows and doors. That's right, 50% off. Ring in the new year with our Turtle Tough windows and doors that protect and beautify your home. Don't wait. Call Florida Window and Door today to enjoy 50% off and start your year with a view you'll love. Call now for a free New Year's quote.
Morning.
What happened?
Gold Rush Multiplier scratch-offs are here with massive prizes and even more ways to have fun.
Don't worry, I'm fine.
The Florida Lottery. It's good fun. A happy place comes in many colors, like one that gets you all fired up. Bring happiness home with CertaPro Painters and make your happy place your home. CertaPro Painters. That's painting happy.
When we place our loved ones in a nursing home, we expect them to receive the best care. We meet with families who learn that their mothers and fathers, grandmothers and grandfathers have been terribly abused in nursing homes. Bed sores, malnutrition, broken bones, dehydration, and yes, even death. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you believe that a loved one has been abused or neglected while living in a nursing home, call us. The consultation is free. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.com. All law firms are not the same. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
Well, we have been reporting on the development of Space Perspectives Spaceship Neptune for 5 years now, including getting up close to the luxury capsule just last September. But last week, financial troubles were exposed.
At the Titusville airport where the balloons are made, the company got a letter saying they're being evicted because they owe $90,000 in
to administration to talk about what's going on. But since it's Martin Luther King Day, nobody's working. So then I came over here to the Space Perspective building, and I found these two men who look to be loading up their car right now. I'm going to see if I can get any answers from them about what's going on. Hey, do you guys work for Space Perspective, or were you doing something different?
Doing something different.
Okay.
I really can't talk, I'm sorry.
All right. I'm James from Channel 6, just trying to figure out what's going on.
No, James, it's fine. I appreciate it. And I don't want to waste your time, so.
Is there anybody here that could take questions from me?
So,
Okay.
Give them a call.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Anybody else in the building?
No,
No?
you have a great day.
All right.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank
Good luck
you.
with everything, okay?
All right. I went back in the parking lot and I waited on anyone else to leave the building. The next person who came out seemed to be more honest with me. He said that he did work for Space Perspective and that he was told he could come in and grab his things. I found out workers got furloughed in this email the company sent me. It basically explains that the reasoning is to be more efficient moving forward. It mentions nothing about the unpaid rent, but it closes by saying, leadership is grateful for those that have been on the journey with us, for those who will continue, and for new team members who will be key to deliver our next phase. That next phase is supposed to be the first customer flights. That was according to the founder and co-CEO, Jane Pointer, when I interviewed her most recently in September.
We're going to be having crewed test flights next year in 2025.
Now instead, Space Perspective has to start the new year submitting its arguments to the airport's attorneys why it's more than 90 grand behind on its rent. According to the eviction summons, if Space Perspective doesn't do that, they face eviction. When we have another update, we'll add that to this story on clickorlando.com. In Titusville, Brevard County, I'm James Sparvero, Getting Results News 6.
All right, let's get you back to Washington, D.C. We are waiting to see if President Donald Trump has arrived. We understand that his children have arrived at Capital One Arena in Washington, D.C. It has been a long day of inauguration festivities. There's Ivanka Trump there, his daughter. Again, still waiting to see if the president, we're expecting him to make his arrival any minute now. But Justin,
yeah, with everyone standing up, you have to imagine the phones are out as well. You have to imagine his entrance is imminent here at Capital One Arena in Washington, D.C. And we know that there are several Central Floridians who have made that trip. We heard from Matt Austin earlier today at the inauguration. We are keeping an eye on this program, and again, waiting for the president to come out. We will take that to you. We're going to take you there as that happens. But in the meantime, we do want to get a check of your weather now with meteorologist Julie Brown. We have team weather for you because there's just so much to talk about in the weather department. So today, Julie, is a nice little appetizer for what's coming our way.
All right, we are seeing cool temperatures out there today, but we have seen a decent amount of sunshine. All of that begins to change. We'll see some clouds moving in overnight. And along with that, we will see a few showers, especially across our southern counties. And that will really set the stage for us to see widespread rain tomorrow. So we are designating tomorrow an inconvenient weather day with rain chances at 90%. It's that same system that will be bringing the potential of snow across North Florida. And then by late in the week, we dry things out and see some sunshine. Now, we do have winter storm warnings posted for much of North Florida back into the Panhandle. These go into effect tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening and are in place until 1 o'clock Wednesday afternoon. We could be talking about some snow accumulating in the Panhandle. Samara will talk more about those potential snow totals in just a moment. But first, here's a very pretty look outside for us. This is our Light Orlando Delivering Hope Together camera over downtown Orlando. 54 degrees right now. Our winds are coming in out of the north, and the winds will really begin to pick up, especially into the day tomorrow and tomorrow night. Now, a lot of us are in the 40s right now, sitting at 48 in Ocala. Palm Coast, you're at 44, and you're at 52 in Mico. Here's the hour-by-hour forecast featuring Mr. Gray. He is such a handsome guy. We're looking at temperatures staying fairly steady this evening. Clouds are going to increase, so we're not going to see a dramatic temperature drop. We'll be in the mid-40s by around 9 o'clock. Here's a look at the clouds and rain forecast. So right now we have high pressure to our north. We have an old front to our south. We're watching for an area of low pressure to continue developing over the Gulf, and that's going to help to enhance all of this rain that will be moving up into our area. So by tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening, we're looking at widespread heavy rain, but then look at the blue back across the Panhandle. That's where we're talking about snow and sleet as we head into tomorrow evening and overnight on Wednesday. And Sarah, you have much more more about the potential of some snow accumulating.
And that's right, Julie. So when we look at the potential to see some snow, a lot of that potential is really going to be a lot higher in the Panhandle. But back here at home, we're not going to completely rule out maybe a little bit of sleet flying through parts of maybe northernmost Marion County. You can see the purple here with a very low percentage of seeing an accumulation of at least an inch of snowfall here running through parts of northern Marion and even getting pretty close to northern Flagler. But when you get back into the deep reds, that's the Panhandle from Tallahassee going back over into Pensacola, anywhere between 98 and 100% chance of seeing at least an inch of snowfall actually falling and accumulating there on the ground. So when we look at the historical data, okay, we're just going to take it back for a moment. Records, all-time single storm snowfall record, right? 4 inches. That was in Milton, Florida, and that was in 1954. Pensacola snowfall's record is 3 inches. That was set in February 16th of 1895. Now, the potential for one or both of these to be tied or broken is definitely there. We've seen it in the forecast here lately. Look at all the deep south running across the Gulf Coast. It says anywhere between about 4 to 8 inches are possible. I'm thinking 3 to 5 in the Florida Panhandle. So when we look at the potential to see, hey, could we see up to 3 inches of rainfall, excuse me, I'm not used to saying this, snowfall. When we look at that potential, you'll still see the rainbows taking it out of the northern portion of Marion County, so really not getting close to central Florida, but back in the Panhandle, again, between about 37 and up to 45% chance from Panama City back into Pensacola, Mobile about a 25% chance, and even Tallahassee getting pretty close to that 50% chance of seeing 3 inches of potential snowfall on the ground there, Julie.
Yeah, we are going to be tracking that very closely as we move through the day tomorrow and into tomorrow night. Now, here's your pinpoint accurate forecast.
Your forecast brought to you by Napleton Chrysler Jeep Dodge.
Temperatures will stay pretty steady in the low to mid 40s tonight with some clouds and some rain moving in as we get close to morning. That will develop from south to north. Here's how it looks for you for the next 7 days. Again, tomorrow is an inconvenient weather day. Rain chances will be at 90%. We'll keep rain chances at 70% overnight Tuesday night into Wednesday before we clear things out Wednesday afternoon. We keep it cooler than normal every single day this week into this weekend. But by Sunday, we see a high of 71, and Monday, we top out at 73. Stay with us. We'll be back in about 3 minutes.
No matter what's happening where you live, trust Sky 6 to give you the bigger picture. Exclusively sponsored by attorney Dan Newland.
Whoa, what is happening?
We're packing up our newscast and taking it on the road. So let's go.
Every month, we're broadcasting from a different community.
Want us to come to your neighborhood?
Go to clickorlando.com/hitstheroad and tell us where to go next.
Enhance your view with Armor View Window and Door. From window replacements to entry and patio doors, save on your energy bills, reduce unwanted noise, and stay storm safe. The choice is crystal clear. Choose the experts at Armor View. Get 40% off when you schedule your free in-home or showroom consultation today. Lease the new 2025 K4 LXS for $209 a month.
The Rooms to Go Patio New Year's sale ends Monday. Right now, our national buying power saves you big, right in your own backyard. This holiday weekend, shop any of our convenient patio showrooms near you and get sale prices on new styles and beautiful patio packages. That's right, we buy a lot, so we save, and we pass those savings on to you. Plus, get 50-month interest-free financing and fast delivery. It's time to get outside. Don't wait. The Rooms to Go Patio New Year's sale ends this holiday Monday.
Get ready for the big game with Spectrum. Welcome more excitement into your home as you enjoy the best TV streaming experience. Spectrum brings your entire family together with the fastest, most reliable internet, so everyone can enjoy all the sports and entertainment they love. Cheer on all your favorite players on football's biggest night. With the touch of a button, Spectrum puts you at the center of it all, so you never miss a play. Get in the game and save with Spectrum Internet Advantage for only $20 per month when bundled, plus a 3-year price guarantee. Call 1-877-959-6509.
A fifth third better means we give 166.7%.
Who's a good boy, Parson?
I am good boy.
That's right. And why?
Because I bank a fifth third better.
Wait, what?
5/3 equals 166.7%, so they put 166.7% into everything they do.
What is happening?
I'll tell you what's happening. Free checking, no hidden fees, and identity theft protection. Now, let's get rid of Cat, please.
What? This is banking a fifth third better. Welcome to the Florida Lottery's Department of Good Fun.
We pack all the fun into our games,
While also doing good.
giving billions to education across the state.
The Florida Lottery. It's good fun.
Enhance your view with Armor View Window and Door. From window replacements to entry and patio doors, save on your energy bills. Reduce unwanted noise and stay storm safe. The choice is crystal clear. Choose the experts at Armor View. Get no interest, no payments for 12 months or affordable monthly payments when you call today.
Want News 6 straight to your inbox? Sign up for your favorite newsletter at clickorlando.com/newsletter. Sign up for In the Loop.
Let's get you back to Washington, D.C., where President Donald Trump has just entered Capital One Arena. There he is with First Lady Melania Trump making their entrance. Those people, the spectators, thousands of people have been waiting all day.
It has been a long day. It has been a long day for the president, for the First Lady, as they continue all of the ceremonies, the pomp and circumstance of Inauguration Day, no doubt. And he has had several speaking engagements, and I'm sure the many people who are in the crowd here at Capital One Arena are anxious to hear the president speak again, because he's been speaking at different venues throughout the day and throughout the morning.
And you see him, he held up that folder there. This is the moment everyone in that arena has been waiting for all day.
Right.
He has the desk set up there with the presidential seal that was put on it. He plans on signing several executive orders in front of that massive crowd, which is something I don't know that I've ever seen that before.
Yeah, I mean, it could be a historic thing, and no doubt it's history as we watch this unfold, and so many people just eager to get their eyes on and maybe shake the hand of the 47th President of the United States. And you have the music playing in the background, and just we will take that live whenever that does happen. But as he continues to make his way throughout the crowd of Capital One Arena right there in Washington, D.C., I'm sure the folks inside are certainly glad to be inside with the frigid and really dangerously cold temperatures that they've been experiencing as they now hit the stage. And to a round of applause, no doubt.
Yep, there he is with the executive orders, one can assume, potentially in there, that he may be getting ready to sign as he makes his way up to the stage. And, you know, things that I have thought about so many times today, it just seems like it's almost surreal that we're at this moment. I feel like this election was talked about for so long, just thinking about what happened in the last few months on the campaign trail, how many things changed. It almost feels surreal that we're at this moment here today.
And he spoke about the assassination attempt throughout this morning. He brought that up as he delivered his remarks earlier, and I'm anxious to see what he has to say to this crowd who is just feverishly waiting to hear what he has to say. Let's take a listen in.
gentlemen, we now present a selection of participants for the 2025 Presidential Inaugural Parade. Sheriffs, Emergency Services Unit, EMS, 911 radio dispatch, and hospital personnel, who all heroically stepped into action during the horrific attack. They are also paying tribute to the courageous service of first responders nationwide. Ladies and gentlemen, at this very special event, let us now take a moment of silence in honor of Corey Comparatori. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. From Cornwall on Hudson, New York. New York Military Academy stands out due to its unique connection to the president himself. President Trump is a 1964 graduate and has been enshrined as one of our alumni of distinction. This historic academy has been named the Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps, that's JROTC, and are marching with their cadet dress uniforms. Look at these, all modeled after post-World War I General Blackjack Pershing's gray uniform. Introducing the Palm Beach Police and Fire Honor Guard unit, representing the town of Palm Beach, Florida. This group consists of police officers and firefighters from the town of Palm Beach, home to some of the most prestigious people in the world, including President Donald J. Trump. December. The band has had the distinct honor to perform at the 75th commemoration of the attack on Pearl Harbor in Oahu, Hawaii. The band has also played for hospitalized children, military veterans, as well as the 1980 and 2005 presidential inaugural parades. And His Holiness Pope John Paul II. The NYPD Emerald Society Pipes and Drums formed way back in 1960. And you know, they are the oldest, largest police pipe band in the United States, comprised of all active and retired police officers of various ranks and assignments. Listen to those bagpipes. Let's hear it for them, folks. Tigers. They're traveling all the way from Middletown, Ohio to proudly represent their school, our nation, and outstanding alumni, including our new Vice President of the United States, J.D. Vance. The band has performed in countless parades, community and sporting events, as well as competitions. They have also always qualified for the Ohio Music Educators Association state finals for 23 years straight. How about that? And have earned the highest rating in 18 of those appearances. Woo! And today they performed America's Sweet Land of Liberty. And while they cheer here in the arena, let's cheer for him again, folks. From our VP hometown, Middletown High School Marching Band. their ceremonial events across both the United States and Europe. Today, they are wearing their most notable uniforms. What a great photo opportunity. Consisting of the Glengarry headgear and kilts. And they are proud to honor their fallen brothers and sisters each and every day. And as the beat of the drums continues, established in 2013, that band has rapidly become one of Tennessee's premier high school music programs. This band has participated in numerous civic events that honor significant moments in our nation's history, like the 75th anniversary of the attack on Pearl Harbor, Captain Jeff Cuss, United States Marine Corps Memorial Dedication, Chicago Thanksgiving Day Parade, and a Lincoln Memorial performance as well. The Stewart's Creek High School Marching Band, everybody! Big and Phil, welcome here in D.C. Ladies and gentlemen, now welcoming the Mississippi Valley State University Band. They're traveling all the way from Enabita, Mississippi. Look at this, gang. This is the Mean Green Marching Machine. They are proud to represent historically black colleges and universities at the 60th presidential inauguration.
watching the inaugural parade at Capital One Arena in Washington, D.C. And once President Trump speaks, we will bring that to you. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Justin Mormouth.
And I'm Emily McLeod, in for Ginger Gadsden. President Donald Trump now sworn in as the 47th Commander-in-Chief of the United States. In his inaugural address, he promised to bring the United States into a golden age of unity and prosperity.
It's history in the making, and News 6 anchor Matt Austin has been in D.C. all day witnessing the moment. He joins us now live. Matt.
Yeah, so you've been looking at pictures from the Capital One Arena, and just to give you a little idea of what it takes to get in there, folks got in there around 4 a.m. to start waiting in a line that wrapped around this city. So needless to say, most Floridians cannot handle a situation like that. We cannot be out in 20-degree weather all night braving the cold. So most of the Central Floridians who came here to watch the inauguration ended up in a hotel lobby bar.
I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear.
As Donald Trump took the oath of office as the newly minted 47th President of the United States.
Congratulations, Mr. Trump.
A group of Floridians from Volusia County huddled together around a makeshift TV setup in the lobby bar of their hotel.
Well, I'm a fluid person. I think you have to figure that that's how things are going to be whenever you're coming to any kind of an event like this. I'm also a Floridian, so, I mean, for me, we deal with weather issues all the time. So I think we probably handled this the best.
The leaders in Volusia County in Florida, they came up with a plan for us to get together as a community to celebrate this historic moment. So we're thrilled to be here. Plus, it's warmer in here than it is at the mall, isn't it?
Significantly, I can agree to that. Here, it felt less like a chilly inauguration and more like a football game.
This hotel has been very good to us. I can't say enough good things about how they've treated us. So yeah, they gave us an opportunity to have our own viewing party here.
My life was saved for a reason. I was saved by God to make America great again.
Cheers and even tears were shed as the president received the keys to the country, blocks away inside the U.S. Capitol.
I mean, you heard his speech, right? I mean, it's like redemption. And I can't even put it into words right now. We're just ecstatic. It's so exciting. He's taken so many Floridians into his cabinet and part of his administration. It just goes to show you how we have it right in Florida. We have great leaders in Florida, and we're so proud to be Floridians.
So I've been keeping in contact with dozens of Central Floridians who made it there. Most of them tonight are getting their tuxes on and their dresses on, and they are waiting hours more in line to get into one of the three main balls taking place tonight where President Trump is supposed to make an appearance. Guys, back into the studio.
Matt, originally all of the Florida people, they were going to be in the same place on the National Mall, and you ended up having some go to the arena, others were at hotels. I mean, how did you make the decision on where you were going to stay for the day in Washington, D.C.?
Yeah, that's a good question. Logistically, it's very difficult to get around the city right now. Half of it is shut down. The Ubers won't even take you to half the places we want to go, which is right in the middle of the action. So we were able to get a really good spot inside the Capital One Arena, but if we went, we had to stay there all day long, and we couldn't get out. So we snuck in, got some interviews there, and then we really wanted to get across town to see how the majority of the Central Floridians who are here were going to be taking in that ceremony. And most of them are going to be in a hotel bar, I would imagine, tonight, guys.
Yeah, I mean, it's brutally cold there, Matt. I can see your breath. A lot colder there than here, obviously. You mentioned how difficult it is to get around. Is there any snow you're dealing with as well?
So we haven't we did deal with some snow last night, and it was kind of funny, you know, as Floridians, I'm not used to seeing my own breath, and my photographer, Anthony, is really not used to seeing snow. I want to show you a moment inside our cab last night as I saw him staring out the window intently. Here you go.
This is my first time.
Seeing snow?
36 years old. This is my first time seeing snow.
I'm so honored to get to see this. So pretty fun moment there with my photographer who's done a great job, Anthony Murdoch, and but it had its hazards. We were walking by a lady today out on the sidewalk. She slipped broke her arm right in front of us, and an ambulance had to come and pick her up. So we had a little fun with it, but definitely some dangerous times for people trying to navigate this city.
Weekend for you there, Matt. You had the group that used purses, they couldn't go in with them, and then someone falling on the ground in the snow, but it's
Really cool, though, that Anthony got to see snow for the first
That
time.
was so
and
sweet.
I'm glad you captured that, Matt. That was a really great moment.
Yeah.
Love that. We'll see you soon.
All right, Mother Nature isn't messing around this week. Snow, sleet, and rain could all be on the table for Florida.
Yeah, it just really depends on where you are. We have team coverage for you with meteorologist Jonathan TK'S and Samara Kokinas. And Jonathan starts us off with where we are currently. Jonathan, it's cold. It's cold right now.
You know, if you wanted to stay and see snow, you could just hung out in Florida for a couple days and just drive 3 hours north because they're going to get it big time up there. For us, most of Central Florida will see a cold rain tomorrow into Wednesday. We'll show you more on that in just 1 second. It was kind of a raw afternoon until the sun came out, and then it kind of feel a little bit better out there anyway. It's 50 right now in Orlando, 43 in Gainesville, 46 degrees in Ocala. We're in the low 50s along the Space Coast. You see some showers down closer to Miami, Fort Lauderdale, West Palm Beach. Some of this is going to try to slide up the Florida Peninsula overnight tonight, and as we get into tomorrow, we will